Hi, this is Political News in 5, and today is May 8th, 2022. I'm Aisha Osuri. Now, the three things to talk about today are one, the APC presidential aspirants list that's growing, two, the men politicians who are hedging their bets for 2023, and three, the state of implementation of Section 8412 of the Electoral Act. Now, on the first one, the APC presidential candidates is growing. I think 22 at the last count. Some people think that the ease with which people are dropping 100 million for the forms is a way for the party to raise campaign financing, which makes sense because from just the presidential forms alone, they've gotten 2 billion naira plus. I think that at least three other factors that are influencing this mad dash, this last minute race to become candidates of the APC. The first is what I'm calling process. Now, there's a real strong sense that they're not going to be primaries for APC presidential candidate. It's just going to be a consensus. So literally a decision. And that decision is actually going to be a gamble, which you could be likened to putting names in a calabash and pulling one name out of that calabash, and that person will be president. And this is what's fueling people's sense of opportunity, where people are saying, oh my God, I might never have had any elective office before, or I might have even tried and failed, never even been a governor, but by God, I could be president because my name can come out of that calabash. That's one. The second is rules, or maybe the lack of rules. The APC is showing itself yet again to be a party without rules and without standards. And why do I say this? Because most parties will say to you that you cannot be a candidate on their platform unless you've been a member for X number of years. PDP says 2 years. Now, if we use the CBN governor as an example, has he been a member of the APC for a year, 2 years? Does that mean he's secretly been a member of the party, even though by convention his role should be a non-partisan one? Or are those rules there, but APC is choosing to ignore them? Why is it doing that? Why an exemption for this particular candidate? Or Akin Adeshola, who just jumped into the fray, is he also an APC member? He served the PDP government. So what's going on here? These are the questions we should be asking ourselves. A party that does not have internal rules will not have rules and will not obey the law when they're in power. Then the third thing is what I'm calling the element of greed. And there are two ways of looking at this. There's one, people who are saying, oh my God, yeah, it's going to be a gamble, a free for all. Let me drop my 100 million. Somebody will pay me an extra 50 and an extra 100 million. I can make a cool 100% profit in a few weeks when somebody tells me to take my name out of the calabash so that I can, reduce the numbers. But they're not thinking that they're influencing and being part of what is wrong with this process. The second group are the men who are around the president, who are saying to other people, my God, come and run. We're the ones who are going to be guiding the hand that's going to pick the name out of the calabash. So if you're nice to us, if you give us enough money, keep us sweet, who knows? It could be you. It's absolutely sickening. This is the most important office in our country that's going up for grabs in this way. We should all be really, really angry, and we should be looking forward to eviscerating APC at the polls in 2023. The second, who also deserve this treatment, are the politicians who are hedging their bets. What do I mean by that? They're buying multiple forms. So they're buying for the presidency, they're buying for the Senate, maybe some of them are even buying for House of Reps, because whatever, by hook or crook, they must be in government in 2023. This refers to people like Saraki, Tambuwal, serial any governments in powers, perennial party hoppers who must be in government in 2023. And we should be asking ourselves, what is it about the state of our lives, the state of Nigeria, that gives these men the right to be in office forever, holding us all to ransom? And then the third thing I want to talk about is Section 8412 of the Electoral Act, which says that if you want to be a delegate or an aspirant at the party primaries, you must resign from any political office you have. This refers to people like commissioners and ministers. Now, on the state level, people are resigning and obeying that provision. On the federal level, though, Buhari's cabinet members are ignoring that provision, including the CBN governor, who has now come out to run, even though he's claiming now that a bunch of farmers bought his forms for us. They think that we are stupid in Nigeria. This is a country where people say happy Sunday and expect you to give them something. And they want us to believe that random farmers took money out of their own pockets to buy one of the richest men in Nigeria forms to go and run for office. Yeah, right. The bottom line is these men must resign from office. They must resign from office, or INEC must disqualify them, either at the polls or a court must do that for us. And this is another clue. Let us be very mindful of who is going to be the vice president on the APC ticket. 2023. That position could be very critical in the long run. That's it for me this week. If you haven't registered, please do so. You still have until June to get your PVC. Stay safe and have a good week ahead. Bye-bye.